Hello dear student. Okay, so welcome to Amit's physics class. Already we have completed now two topics, that is first and the second topic. Yesterday was the last lecture for the what second topic. Then now we are going to move towards the what a third topic, that is current electricity. If you consider the first and the second topic, okay, the charges are at rest. Okay, whenever the charges are at rest, you have this all this property electric field, okay, and then maybe its capacitance. Okay, capacitance is nothing but the ability to hold the charges. Now from this chapter the charge will start moving, okay, and when the charge will move from one point to another point, that is known as what current electricity. Okay, then now we will see what are the parameters, what are the properties of this current, okay, and how to measure the current, okay, and then in which material the current will flow and through which material the current will not flow. Okay, so first of all I will define this, what is the exactly meaning of the current. Okay, so suppose you have, if this is what the river, okay, this is what a river, and in that river water is flowing, so this is nothing but the water current. This is nothing but what a water current, correct. Okay, in that river water is flowing, water is a material, so that's why it is known as a what water current. If the air is flowing from one point to another point, you can say that is what the air current. Same way in this chapter the current electricity is deals with what only the conductors, and conductor is nothing but the what a good there is what a good conductors is nothing but they will allow the flow of the charges. Unlike if you take the this one wood, plastic, they will do not conduct the electricity, so we are not going to talk about that. So in this chapter we are going to deal with only the conductor which allow the flow of the charges. Okay, so if you want then you can write it down, the definition of this conductor. Okay, so conductor is basically what, but before that you have to know conductor. Okay, so conductor is nothing but the material which allow flow of charges. Okay, and if you take the conductor, okay, so what type of charges are there in, if you take the any metal or the maybe any alloy, okay, which conducts the electricity. So actually there are what some free electrons, inside that material. If you take the copper wire, if you take the aluminum wire, so there are free materials or the free electrons are there, they will conduct the what electricity from one point to another point. Okay, and these free electrons are randomly moving in all possible direction, they are moving actually in all direction. Okay, so I will visualize this one. If this is the copper wire, suppose this is copper wire, okay, so inside that copper wire is made up of what atom, and atoms are fixed. These are the what fixed, that is nothing but the nucleus itself. If these are the atoms and these are the what a fixed one, okay, and inner shells, okay, there are what electron orbitals are there. Inner shells electrons are tightly bounded to the nucleus, so they will not move easily, but the outer shell electrons, they will move randomly in all possible direction. This electron will move here, this electron will move here, this electron will move here, but not all in one direction. Okay, so these are what some electrons free, and whenever these electrons will move in only one direction, there we can say there will be what current. Okay, there will be what current. But now in this case these electrons are free, they are moving, but they are moving, some electrons are moving in the same direction and same amount of number of electrons are moving in the same direction, so they are cancelling each other. So net flow of the charges is 0 here, in the simple metal. Okay, but if these charges will flow in one direction, then we can say all the charges are moving in one direction and they are constituting what a current itself. Okay, so so got the idea. In conductors there are some free electrons, and when the free electrons are initially randomly moving, okay, and when you connect this conductor to the cell or battery, they all move in the one direction, and that we can say what it is nothing but the current. Okay, if you do not connect this wire to the what battery or cell, they will move in all possible direction and cancel out their motion each other. So net current will be 0 here, net current will be 0. Okay, so this is what the basic things. And from this, okay, so conductor, insulator, the material which do not allow the current. Okay, and then there are some semiconductors, they partially allow. Sometimes they behave as a conductor, sometimes they behave as a what, insulator as well. Okay, so you have the separate chapter on this semiconductor, you are going to learn in that chapter itself. Now how to define this current? Okay, unlike in the river water is flowing, that's why this is water current. In the conductor free electrons are there, and these free electrons are nothing but the charge. Okay, so current is nothing but the charge flow per unit time, charge flow per unit time. That means if you take this conductor, there are so many electrons are there. Okay, and you apply the battery, so through this line how many number of charges or how many number of electrons are flowing in 1 second. So this is known as what, a current. So by this definition you will have current is equal to what, Q by T. Current is equal to what, Q by T. And for small charges, you can say for small charges, small amount of charges, if there are few charges, not very much, so current is equal to what, small charge divided by small time, dq by dt. So this is what the instantaneous current at particular time. What is the current? This much. Okay, now sometimes, okay, and this Q is nothing but the charge, Q is nothing but the charge. So what is the unit of this current? You will have what, unit of this, unit of current. Okay, you can have Q is nothing but the coulomb, time is nothing but the second, so coulomb per second, and this is known as what, ampere. This is known as ampere or capital A. Okay, so what is the SI unit of the current? It is nothing but the ampere. Okay, so now but from the first chapter we know Q is equal to what, N into E, quantization. Sometimes may be asked, if this is the conductor, if this is applied to the battery, how many electrons are passing in 1 second? So that question will be there. So to find out the number of electrons, you have to just replace here Q with Ne. Therefore I is equal to what, N into E divided by T. So this is a very important equation. So this equation will give you what, number of charges flow in a per unit time. Suppose in this conductor 1 ampere is flowing in 1 second. Okay, 1 ampere is current is there. Now someone asks you, what is the amount of, or how many, that means 1 ampere current means what, flow of the charges. So how many charges, how many electrons are flow in 1 second if the current is 1 ampere. So place current is 1 ampere, E, you know basic charge value, E is equal to what, 1.6 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb, and time is what, 1 second. So automatically you will get what, N is equal to what. Okay, so you can say if current is 1 ampere, then number of electrons in 1 second, number of electrons 1 second. So I is equal to what, Ne divided by T. Therefore N is equal to what, I into T divided by E. So 1 into 1.6 10 to the power of minus 19. If you solve this, you will get 6.25 10 to the power of 18 number of electrons. If any conductor is having a 1 ampere of current, that means what, in 1 second in particular line, how many electrons are crossing, these many electrons are crossing. Okay, so that's why this equation is important, so remember. Okay, so this is what the definition of the current. Now direction of or types of current. Okay, so there are two types of current. One is DC, it is known as what, a direct current. Okay, that means the current which do not change its magnitude and direction. Okay, so that current is known as what, DC current. Example, from where we get this DC current? Through battery, solar cell, okay, or maybe chemical cell. You can get the chemical cells. Okay, so it means what, if you have this battery, okay, positive, negative, and if you connect any wire here, okay, so current will always flow in one direction, clockwise direction, positive negative, positive negative. So there is no change in the direction and there is no change in the magnitude. 1 ampere then 1 ampere unless and until this battery has a charge. Okay, so such a current is known as what? Direct current. Okay, and next one is what? That is alternating current. The second type is what? Alternating current. Okay, so I will mention here second type, it is alternating current. Alternating current, and that is known as what? AC. Okay, and where when the current changes its magnitude and direction with time. It changes the direction of the magnitude with time. Okay, I will draw the graph here. T will be here, and this is what the current or maybe voltage along the y-axis. Okay, as the time goes on increases, the value of this V and I will be same. So they are not changing any direction, not changing the magnitude. It is a constant throughout the what time. But here, okay, so you can see here. Okay, so 1 minute. You can just have a look. Alternating means what? Alternate, positive negative, positive negative. Here is the only current is moving from positive end to negative, positive end to negative. But here what will happen? Actually current will change its direction as well as the magnitude. Okay, so this is y axis and this is x axis. Here voltage or maybe current. So it is changing continuously like this. It is changing continuously. So initially voltage and current is 0. So now current and voltage goes on increasing maximum and then minimum, and direction changes. Okay, so here it is plus and then minus. So every time it is moving from plus to minus and then again minus to plus. Okay, so like that the direction is changing, hence it is known as what? Alternating current. And from where we get this alternating current? From AC generator. We will get the what? From the AC generator is the what? Source of the alternating current. Okay, it is nothing but source of alternating current. Okay, so remember this definition of the alternating current, DC current. Okay, and especially the definition of the current, and then this important formula is important. Okay, then next we will move towards, okay, what is meaning of current density. Okay, so we will just discuss about that. Okay, so just have a look. Okay, otherwise I will write it down here somewhere else. So next point is current density. This is very important term, current density. Okay, it is represented by small j. Okay, it is represented by j, and it is a vector quantity. It is what? A vector quantity. Okay, so I will give you one question. You have to answer me in the comment box whether the current, electric current, is a scalar quantity or vector quantity. Electric current is scalar quantity or vector quantity. Okay, so comment me your answer in the comment box. Okay, so compulsory it is. Okay, so current density is a vector quantity, hence it is represented by j. Okay, so it is nothing but simple one. The current, amount of current per unit area. Amount of current per unit area. Okay, so this is what the definition, flowing per unit area or per unit cross sectional area. Okay, so by definition, current density J is equal to what? Amount of current per unit area. Okay, so unit of this, okay, I will explain this, what is exactly meaning. Current ampere, area meter square. Okay, and it is a vector quantity. Remember, it is a vector quantity. Okay, so what is exactly meaning? Suppose this is the conductor. This is conductor and this is what the surface area of this conductor. Surface area of this conductor. Electron is moving, that means current is moving. So if you plot the normal, so this will be the what? Actually area vector, normal, like this. Okay, you can consider like this. So how much current is passing through this area, that is known as what? Current density. Now in this case, the current direction, or you can say normal and the area, both are in the same direction, so you will get what? I divided by A. Now suppose if I cut this wire like this, okay, if I cut this wire in this format, slanted type, okay, so now this will be the area, but area vector will be pointed up direction, correct? So you have to take this area, okay, area vector in the direction of the what? Current itself. So this becomes what? A cos theta, because this is angle A cos theta and this is what? Vertical A sin theta. Okay, so now current is moving in this direction. So in which direction the current is moving, that area component you have to take. So in this case, the current density is equal to what? I divided by A cos theta. I divided by what? A cos theta. Okay, so remember this definition of the current density. That means density means what? How many numbers of electrons are passing through this given area. If the area is like this, there will be something. If the area is little bit slanted or placed slope like, okay, then how much electrons are crossing through this given area, okay, and then area vector will be always perpendicular, okay, but you have to take the horizontal component of the area vector, that is nothing but what? A cos theta. Okay, itself. So remember this definition is very important for 1 mark, and then they will ask the unit of this current density, and current density is what? A vector quantity. Okay, so next one we will see regarding the how the electricity actually conduct in the conductor. Okay, how the electricity actually conduct in the conductor. Okay. So first of all, I will mention flow of charges in conductor. Okay, so just make a heading, write it down if you don't understand. Okay, so actually what happens, what is the cause of the electricity? It is nothing but free charges, and that too in case of the conductor there are free electrons. Okay, and if the free electrons are moving, then we can say through that conductor the current is moving. Okay, but if you consider a normal conductor, okay, so there are so many electrons are there. Okay, but if you do not connected with this external source or battery, okay, consider only the conductor here. So still all these electrons are still moving, but how they are moving? Some electrons are moving in this direction, same number of electrons are moving in this direction. Some electrons are moving in this direction, same electron moves in the same direction. Some electrons are moving downward, some electrons are moving upward direction. So the number of electron moving, okay, in one direction exactly equal to what? Number of electrons are moving exactly opposite direction. Okay, that means what? They cancel each other. Their relative motion is what? Cancel. Hence net velocity or the net flow of the charges is 0, and net flow of the charge is 0, that means what? Current is 0. Okay, so here I will write it down. At room temperature, the charges, or you can say electrons move randomly in all possible direction, okay, and they cancel out each other, okay, hence net motion of charges are 0 is 0, and they are moving with randomly everywhere. Okay, so that velocity is known as what? A thermal velocity, due to the temperature, of the conductor. So that thermal velocity is actually u. Okay, and it is what? 0. Total velocity is 0 because the number of electrons moving in one direction, same amount of electrons are moving in the opposite direction. So they are cancelling each other. Hence the thermal velocity of this conductor without external force is almost 0. Almost what? 0. Okay, so here it is written. Okay, so if when we say the electric current is there, when all the charges are moving in only one direction. So to bring this all the charges in one direction, you have to apply the what? Battery or cell. Okay, so so this is what the thing. Okay, how this free charges or the electrons move in the conductor. So actually they are moving with velocity. That velocity is known as what? Thermal velocity, because of the temperature. But thermal velocity is cancel it out each other, hence net velocity is equal to what? 0. Net velocity is 0. Okay, so there are some terms. First is what? You can have the relaxation time. Okay, so there are terms associated with this. So first write down a thermal velocity. Okay, first definition is what? A thermal velocity. Okay, so it is the initial velocity. It is the initial velocity of charges. Okay, at room temperature. Okay, and it is almost v is equal to what? 0. Initial velocity we represented u, so it is almost what? 0, because they cancel it out each other. Okay, next is what? Relaxation time. Okay, and it is represented by tau. This is what? Symbol tau. Okay, so relaxation time you have. Okay, or before that you have to take the definition. Okay, let it be here. I will write down another definition, and after that we will go for the what? A relaxation time. Okay. So first you have to write it down, a mean free path. Okay, so mean, average, free from anything. Okay, and path means what? A distance. Okay, so it is an distance covered by electron or charges without collision during their motion. A motion. Okay, so I will explain it here. This is what the conductor. Now suppose there is one electron and there is another electron, and this is what? Another electron. Okay, now these electrons are moving randomly. Now apply this to the what? Cell to get the what? Current. Now all the electrons will move in this direction. Or maybe in this direction. Okay, so this electron, so these are what? Some electrons. Okay, so you can consider these are the electrons. So now this electron is moving. This electron is already moved and come to this point. Okay, and it is going to collide with this electron. Okay, so before collision, how much distance it has covered? It is nothing but this much of distance. Okay, because it is started from here and it is collided with other electron here. So without collision, how much distance it has covered? That distance is known as what? Free. Okay, free from the what? Collision. So that's why it is known as what? Mean free path. Okay, so it is nothing but the distance covered by the object without collision, or electron without collision. Okay, and after collision, this electron will move this side. Okay, and it is going to be collided with this. So from here to here there is no collision. So this distance or this path is known as what? Mean free path. Okay, and then next term is what? A relaxation time. So I will make it here 3. So relaxation time means what? The time to cover a distance, mean free path. Okay, that means it is a time required between the what two successive collision. That means if the electron is started from here, it is going to collide with second electron here. So how much distance it required to move without collision? So that time is known as what? A relaxation time. Okay, so remember this definition, and that is represented by tau. And then next term is what? Drift velocity. Next term is what? Drift velocity, represented by Vd. Drift velocity, it is nothing but Vd. Okay, so it is defined, definition is simple. Okay, so the average velocity, so you can say average velocity, okay, of charges due to electric field, due to the what? Electric field. Okay, so in the notes there is what some other definitions are there, but related to same. Okay, so don't get confused. So it is nothing but the average velocity of the charges due to the what? Electric field, due to the external electric field, due to the what? External electric field. Okay, so I will explain here. So now suppose this is what the conductor. Okay, you can consider this is the conductor, and there are so many electrons are moving. Okay, now there is no connection of cell. External electric field is not there, so all the electrons are moving in a randomly all possible direction. Okay, now this electron is moving from here to here. Okay, so this is what initial position of the electron. I will only focus on the one electron. Okay, so now suppose this is the initial position. Okay, and it is going to move and stop it here. Okay, or you can say it is moving and it will reach here. Okay, so now, but when you apply the potential external source, okay, so electric field will be set up in this conductor E. Okay, so this all the electrons, okay, so all the electrons, okay, so we can make it here minus and then positive. So electric field direction will be in this direction. So electric charge or the electron always move opposite to the electric field, opposite to the what? Electric field. So this electron initially, when there is no battery or cell, it is moving up to here. Now applying the what? This external source, this electron is moved further little bit. Okay, so actually, okay, we will consider this one. Initially the path of the electron will be like this, collide, and this it will reach here. Okay, but after connecting the cell, its path will be changes somewhere here. Okay, it is move here, it is moving here. Okay, or maybe it is going to be reach somewhere here. Okay, now initially you can see here, initially the electrons is here, but after applying the electric field, it is moved here. So that means what? It is moved from one point to another point. That means it is drifted by this electric field. Drifted means what? Hatna. Okay, so electron initially without electric field, initially it is moving along the red path, but after applying the electric field, it is moving along the what? This black path. Okay, so you can consider here, in the absence of electric field, it is moving here and it is colliding, but in the presence of electric field, it is moving further ahead. Okay, so that's why it is drifted. Okay, and due to what? Due to electric field. So due to electric field, there is a what? Acquired of velocity. So that's why it is known as what? Drift velocity. So drift velocity is nothing but the velocity gained by the electron due to the what? External electric field. Due to the what? External electric field. Okay, so remember this, all these definitions, okay, are very important. Okay, and you have the derivation for the what? Drift velocity. Okay, so we will see that in the next lecture. Till then, revise all those things basic. Thermal velocity means what? It is 0, and what is the meaning of drift velocity? Okay, so we will have the derivation for the drift velocity, and that we will see in the tomorrow's lecture. Okay, and don't forget to comment in the comment box whether electric current is scalar or vector. You have to tell me. Okay, so which quantity is this? Okay, so see you in the next lecture.